Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, I'm asking you one simple question. When is the last time you did something for the first time? Always strive in life. I'm encouraging you to do things for the first time. When's the last time that you did something for the first time? How long have you been stuck? Or rather, you don't believe that you're stuck in a reoccurring loop in life. When's the last time you did something for the first time? You should be able to look back at your year. It's the end of December, the new year is upon you, a new calendar year, and you should be able to look back and ask yourself, how many times did you do something for the first time? I ran a half marathon last year. That was the first time that I ever did that. Last year, I booked a one-way ticket to a country I've never been before for the first time. These are things I've never done before, and they ended up being some of the most rewarding experiences of my entire life. So let me ask you, when is the last time that you did something for the first time? It could be something as simple as going to a different coffee shop for the first time. It could be trying a new morning routine for the first time. But this question is so powerful and it encourages you to truly expand your mind. Because every single day you're doing things that you've done before. And you may believe that they're bringing you value and they're helping you evolve, but in reality, it might keep you stuck in a loop. This year, I invested into a gym that some people would deem expensive for the first time. Investing in a coach for the first time is always going to have a positive return on investment as long as you deem it so, as long as you put in the work. So let me ask, when is the last time that you did something for the first time? Right now, where you're at in life, be truly grateful for everything that you have. Your friends, your family, the financial situation you're in, the food that you're eating, the love that you're giving the world. Really breathe in the gratitude. And then proceed to ask yourself, is it time that I do something for the first time? Am I at a point in life where it's time to take a leap of faith and enter into the unknown? Is it time for me to enter the beyond? Everything we've ever wanted is on the opposite side of fear, is on the opposite side of our limiting beliefs. I say this time and time again to really reinforce it into the subconscious. Overcoming our fear 10 times out of 10 is doing something for the first time. We might be scared of an outcome, but understand that this outcome is simply a false illusion. We don't know what's to come. Just recently got back from Tulum, Mexico, and many takeaways from that trip. One thing stood out in particular, and it was explained to me by a friend and mentor by the name of Tyler. And we were talking about death, right? Being so obsessed with death, waking up every single day and acknowledging that today could be our last day and affirming that we're going to go about it as if it were our last day. It's that day one mentality. And this encourages self to not be afraid of what's to come and therefore to try new things for the first time. This year already, I've done so many things for the first time. I've traveled alone to Mexico, to Tulum, Mexico. I've never traveled alone. I've traveled to Colombia and have met up with my friends in St. not St. Petersburg, in Fort Lauderdale for a layover, and that was last year. So that was the first time that I was on a plane by myself. But then I met up with my friends who I would proceed to go to Colombia with. That was all happening for the first time. But this year already, I've traveled to a country, to a place, Tulum, all by myself. That was all for the first time. Really learned a lot from it, helped evolve my soul. And that was all from taking the leap of faith into the unknown. I was totally okay with whatever came. I had no attachment to what came next because I understood that the outcome is an illusion. I was just so focused on the present moment. So I traveled to a part of Mexico alone for the first time, right? All these opportunities I'm acknowledging, I'm accepting, and I'm taking definite action on it for the first time. Last year, booked a one-way ticket, ran a half marathon, all for the first time. This year, invested into a gym, invested into an apartment, all for the first time. And the return on investment, detached from it, of course, I was in awe. So much was learned from taking the leap of faith into the unknown and doing all these things for the first time. So let me ask you again, when is the last time that you did something for the first time? If you feel like you're stuck in life and you feel like you're going through patterns of the same thing every single day, it might be time for you to look in the mirror and ask, when is the last time you did something for the first time? Tomorrow isn't promised. This year alone is already an interesting year. So I encourage you to take the leap of faith and ask yourself, when is the last time that I did something for the first time? Everything you've ever wanted in life is on the opposite side of fear. You know this to be true. Everything in life, material, metaphysical, physical, and metaphysical, has cracks. That's how light gets in. Understanding this concept is encouraging you to try new things. We got to where we are today, how we think, how we talk, the way we walk, everything is because we tried something for the first time and we liked it, and then we adopted it into our lifestyle. That never ends. Kaizen, self-improvement until we perish. Becoming so obsessed with this concept of death, understanding that one day our souls are going to leave this physical realm. It's beautiful. Don't be afraid of death. Death is actually quite a beautiful thing. And ask yourself, when is the last time that I did something for the first time? This question alone will get you thinking. And then take pen to paper and write everything down that comes to mind. What is something you've always wanted to do for the first time? Is it backpack Europe? Is it book that one-way ticket? Is it invest in that gym? Is it move out of your hometown? Whatever it might be, understand that it might be nagging at your heart, yearning for you to take the leap of faith and enter into the unknown. The unknown is so beautiful. It was once the only fear that I had, but now I welcome it. I welcome death. I poke at it. I poke at the fear because I know that if we always had faith and everything was light, what would be the point of living? But we know that our time here is finite. It's the only resource that is finite, time. So how long are you going to be stuck in this loop? How long are you going to be stuck in this cycle? Ask yourself, when is the last time that I did something for the first time? I love you. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day today.